Christoph, come. Well, here we are on the inside of our 2018 Camplite 21-foot rear bath series RBS. Take you a quick little tour. We did get everything all cleaned up here and straightened out for you, so I thought it'd be a good time to take a tour. Of course, that's our front bed, runs north and south, queen size bed. We had the Betty beds on it, which is really great. First one I ever got, and I love it. A little harder to laundry, but I tell you what, it's really comfortable, fits the bed really nice. As you can see in the front there, we have two closets over top of the bed, one on each side. We have all kinds of different containers in there that we keep most of our clothes in there. We do have a hanging locker on each side of the bed, and then two nice size windows there. They have the blinds and they're double insulated windows and the screens built right into it, so you have a good view in the front right there. That bed does lift up, so you do have ample storage underneath of it. On each side of the bed you have 120 outlets on this side of the bed, several or one of those, so you can plug all your accessories into that when you are on electricity. On the other side of the bed you do have, well, you have nightstands on both sides of it. You also have a 120 on that side, but on that side you also have some USB ports, which are really handy to plug into. Your door, of course, right there, your entry door coming in, TV and all right there. So let me swing around here and we can get a picture of the rest of it. Now standing over by the bed, so we have a good shot over at the dinette area. That is a bump out. Goes out about 30, I haven't never measured, that's about 30, maybe 36 inches. It goes out there, and that does collapse. That is an extra large table. I did have that made myself and installed it because my wife and I are planning on doing some work in here, using it as an office. So the other table was a little bit, I felt it was a little bit too small. This one's a little bit bigger. It's about 24 by 40 or 42 inches. Nice table. Did put extra bracing underneath of it, an extra pedestal. So it really makes it nice and sturdy. There is a lot of storage that's under that bed. It's all U-shaped, and there's U-shaped storage all the way under there. You do have access to it from down below there. There's a door there, and then there's also a door on the other side. I was concerned because across the back it is also storage. So I was like, well, how do you get into there? You know, something gets back in there, how do you get it? Pull the cushions up, and yep, there are panels there that you can just pull right off and have access to the whole thing. So in that back section now, I do have two sleeping bags and a pad that goes over that. So it's a lot of storage underneath of there. We do have a thermostat that's nice. It's a digital thermostat. You set it at what you want, and then you can set it auto, so the heat or the air comes on, whichever is needed. Nice size refrigerator in the back there. Freezer on top of that. Which is really helpful. And the bathrooms all the way in the back. There are extra outlets down below there, and I did have them put in a cigarette lighter adapter right down there next to the dinette. So you have a 120 you can plug in, so you can plug your laptops in when you're sitting at the table there. Or if you're not on 120 and you hooked at 12 volt, I can plug a cigarette lighter adapter right in there and run our equipment. Nice window there behind the dinette. Again, all double insulated windows, shades, blinds, screens, so it really makes it private in here at night when you close everything up. Really makes it nice and comfy and cozy. Over above, on top of that is our microwave and convection oven that works really well. Got a nice window over top of the sink area, stainless steel. Good size sink right there, hot and cold faucets. TV is right there. Is on a swing out arm. Got a nice little area down here. Another nice area of storage. A Furrion radio that has Bluetooth. That's easy enough that even I can operate it. And it also has a DVD player built right into that. So you can throw some DVDs in there. You don't have reception from your TV. You can sit and watch everything you want on it. I hook up a HDMI cable running to my laptop. And with our WeBoost, which I did a whole video on the WeBoost, going to the WeBoost or Wilson Electronics plant and having them check it. But when we have marginal cellular reception outside, it boosts it up to 30 to 50% increase on the inside here, and we were able to stream videos on our trip out here. Have a nice storage area above the sink, nice cabinet there, and lots of cabinets down below. And one thing that's in this trailer that's not in our 2014 is drawers. Yeah, I didn't think drawers would make that much of a difference, but we have 3 nice sized drawers over there. The other one, it was kind of like, okay, where are you going to put your utilities? Where are you going to put this? Where are you going to put that? And they were all in containers. Had to get them when you know, every time you needed a knife, fork, or spoon and all. But these drawers are really nice. I'm really glad that we have them in this model. In the back there, we have a pantry. It's top part of the pantry has 2 large shelves, and that's a pretty deep pantry. That's probably 24 inches deep. I can barely reach the back of it with sticking my arm in there. So you can store a lot of food, a lot of supplies in there. And then there's another section down below that, okay, where we have our linens and towels and all stored in there. The furnace and heat works good. When we were coming out in March, even though it was down through the south, we had some cold nights. We had some nights that were down into the 30s. And we just set the heat, and we were just as toasty as could be in here. One night, it was pretty good amount of wind blowing at probably 30 mile an hour plus. We had some pretty good gusts in there, but this really kept it nice in here. We were also down in the Vegas area, Arizona. And sometimes during the day, it would get up to about 80, 85. We cranked the air up a little bit, and the air really worked good. It's nice being on that thermostat. Well, here's our bathroom, our full-size bathroom in the back that we really like. So a nice shower. I can take a shower in there. I'm no little guy, but I can take a shower in there. Pretty nice. Got a nice skylight above it there. Okay, and the really nice thing about it is you have, let me see if I can get in here and get a little better shot of this. You have a nice vanity in here, a sink, got hot water controls. You have an electrical outlet. You have 2 nice size cabinets here that open with ample storage in both of them here. So it's nice storage in those. And then your gauges here. These gauges are really nice. Our other one didn't have the gauges. It has your battery level, your black water, your gray water, and your fresh water levels in there. So that's really, really helpful and really nice. Well, here we are on the outside. Kind of get a good look at it. It's a little bit tight here. We're doing driveway surfing. Got the light gray color. I figured it'd look easier to keep it looking clean, which it was. Like the new steps that they've gone with. Two steps instead of just the one, and the aluminum steps instead of the old steel ones. Another feature I really like on the outside is my automatic or electric awning. Another nice thing about this year is the 2014 had the city water and to fill your tanks off on this side. So whenever you go to a park, it's always on the other side. So you had to run the hose underneath of it and hook it into there, and then you were out here with your table and all. It seemed to always get in the way. This one, the 2018, you fill it up from this side with your freshwater tank or your holding tank, which you don't have it hooked up when you're at the storage area or at the campsite. But your city water is hooked up on the other side, which I'll show you in a little bit. So it's not in your way when you're camping. Does come with the Dexter axles, which kind of are more independent axles, which makes it, I guess, the trail ride a little bit smoother. I haven't been inside of the trail. You still have your storage, pass-through storage, and these are nice because instead of opening up and on a hook, it's actually on a magnet. So it goes up. They're plastic doors, solid plastic doors. They go up and hook in on a magnet there. So walking around the front here, front's pretty much all the same. I did go with the 30-pound bottles, twin 30-pound bottles instead of the 220s, which is nice. The 2014 had an aluminum rock guard cover. These now are plastic, which I guess is okay. It keeps the rocks off, which is what it's supposed to do. And there's a shot of your side. It does have a solar panel hookup on this side. We will probably be getting one a little bit later that you can set up on the outside. If we're boondocking somewhere, we can just use that to keep our batteries charged instead of running the alternator. I did put two 12-volt batteries on, took off the 12, put two 6-volt batteries in there. Statistics has it that two 6-volt batteries will give you more power, let me just say, than two 12 volts hooked in. I guess that would be series. Don't know all, but all I know is it does work. Put it in there. We were a couple days without being hooked up on power, and I did this on my 2014 also. The 12 volt, it just seemed like it wasn't giving you, after a day, you were pretty much, the batteries were down. But now you can run a couple days on this. Electric hitch in the front is mandatory. I did go with the equalizer sway bar and hitch thing, and can't say anything bad about it. It seemed to do the job. Of course, I am pulling it with a 2004 Duramax diesel, rated for, I think it's rated at 14,000 pounds. So it doesn't even know that it's on the back of there. Also the spare tire is down right behind the battery boxes. I guess it'll be easier to get to. Nice stabilizer jacks on all corners. Use a electric drill to run those down. So we'll take a walk right around. Up top there is the backup camera. Comes pre-wired for the Furrion camera. So I bought one off of Amazon. And the camera itself, it just comes wired for it. So I brought the camera, and it's basic, it's plug and play. That white antenna up there is my WeBoost cellular boost antenna that really works good. Give you a shot of the bumper here. I did have this bumper reinforced. George's welding shop. Any good welder can do it. It's the same channel. He just put it there between the I-beams and welded it. It's welded the top, the bottom, and two sides. So she's welded in there really good. Bought that receiver that you bolt on there from Amazon. And then you can put a bike rack on. We have the area where you can plug in your city water when you're at the campsite. Electric goes right in there, sewer hookup, and everything else. There's the bump out. And all the living lights come with your cover over the top of it. The only other difference on this trailer than my 2014 is the floor. Okay, this one, the other one has a floor that you could put a herd of elephants in there. It's plank aluminum floor, but it's uninsulated and it would get cold in the wintertime. This has a different type of floor in it. Instead of being solid plank aluminum, it is tubular framed aluminum, like joists you build in the floor for a house. So it is tubular aluminum, high density foam in between, and on top of it is the fiberglass floor, and underneath of that is the layer of Asdel. So hopefully she'll hold up good.